Alright, y'all. I'll show y'all the issue. Why it keeps stretching the fucking chain. I think the keys are in my pocket, but y'all should be able to tell. That shaft is not bent. Focus, focus, focus. Close enough. That shaft ain't bent. I don't know if you can tell by looking at the sprocket in the video. Look at that compared to this. This is a good sprocket. See how the teeth are all the same? Some of these teeth are like stubby, like deep, all narrow. That's from the bushings. I thought the fucking shaft was bent. Another issue though is it's leaking oil, which I'm gonna get some sealant and stuff and replace this, which this came off of Owen's transmission, but I'm gonna replace that. Obviously, it's not leaking oil from all of this stuff. I've looked at it. The only thing that could be causing it to leak oil is the bearing seal. Bearing is good though, no wibble wobble, nothing. You can see it's only really the sprocket, but the sprocket's really fucked up, and it keeps fucking up the chain because when it was running and running, and the previous owner never put the bushings on this that side, and the bushings on this side were fucking worn to hell. So it made it so the sprocket's like worn weird. So this is the new one. I mean, it don't look new, but it came off of a good running four-wheeler, nice, perfect condition Trail Boss 250, nice condition. This same deal, gonna need some gasket maker on the sides and the inside, but other than that, probably just the sides actually, because I think the sides are wet seal with the metal, and yeah, that's metal, so that needs some gasket maker. This inside is just rubber, so that seals perfectly. And I'm having Meg get me some snapper pliers so I can take that off and then just slide this sprocket off. And then I'm gonna clean up my JB Weld job back there and then slide the seal out after I drain it, and then put this seal in, maybe clean it up a little first, but like, it's not harmful stuff, it's just oil that's been dried up. And if you look at it, it looks fine. There's not even like any damage to it other than, well, there's none. Same with the sprocket. I mean, it's dirty, but it's fine. And then you look at that sprocket and teeth aren't supposed to be, well, for an example, I'll put it in there with it. That's a flathead. I know it looks a little thinner than the teeth, but the flathead's just being an example. That's that side, just to show you, and then put it next to this one. Teeth are much thicker. They're not like in either. They're not going, I'll use the flathead, so my fat fingers, it's not going down, and it's not going grind against that. And these aren't, man, I don't know how people do this on camera, because like I'm looking through they usually just have a webcam, but some of these are going deeper, some are going higher, like normal height, deeper, and then there's these who are like same way, just this way and that way, mostly this way though, because that's the way it wears. I mean, technically I should have it this way because that's the side that goes out, but this is down in different ways, and it just keeps stretching the fucking chain. And these are also like, you get it. glad that I mean, I'll add the video as a second thing, but glad that shaft is not bent or oblong anyway. So it is not the reason it is stretched, which is good. Do I have the keys on me? Okay, I have the keys on me. I'll just start it. This is my feather. I found it in the quad. There's gonna be a lot less talking now that it's on. But that feather I found like buried in between the airbox and the motor. I'll just show you. You look, perfectly fucking, it's perfectly straight, the shaft. But if you look at the sprocket, it's like got different sizes. But the shaft is fine. Alright, that's enough of that. Basically, the shaft is fine. Obviously, this seal is bad. The main indicator is that there's no oil like coming out of there and shit. But somehow the chain keeps getting wet, and it's probably from pressure in the chain case spitting oil out of the seal, which is why the seal is not like dripping, because usually the oil's like, I mean, like little lower than the sprocket, like the shaft, and it could just be the seal directly on the shaft. This little rubber piece is probably bad, and when it's not running or anything, that seal like just seals, because it's not really sealing much against anything. It's all the oil is below it, and when you run it, it splashes oil, and it also builds oil pressure in gear, and it goes, and then my chain looks like I fucking pissed on it. I mean, like, look at how greasy that thing is. Piss ain't greasy, but it looks like you took Taco Bell meat and just like, it feels like you just took a clump of greasy Taco Bell beef and just went, and then you went on the chain and went, yeah, oil that chain up all over it. And then you just took the chain and went dip, and you just pulled it out and slapped it on there. Either way, this fucking chain's probably lubed for a lifetime. I should probably still lube it, but I've never really lubed a four-wheeler chain or a dirt bike chain. They always do fine. This one's also like, it's got rubber things in it or something like that. Something that like lubricates it and makes it so it's nice and slippery. Also, the brakes should work. I mean, they definitely have pressure, but it might need new pads. I don't know. I'm not even going to bother looking at that, because I'm all brakes, no gas. And plus, I prefer the handbrake, which the fucking bolts are stripped. I tried drilling them out, so right now there's just a zip tie holding it together, and I'm probably just going to get a new reservoir, because it's like $15 to get a new one of these. And it's old, and you can't even see the like thing in there. It's supposed to like show your fluid color, and it's supposed to like change or some shit when fluid's below it. There's like a crystal or something in there, that like a crystalline shape that goes into the fluid. I don't know. I'm not taking the zip tie off. Also, future videos on YouTube probably going to involve this mount. It's a little rickety rockety, but it's a mount. It's nice. It's still in the Baja mode. I have not put the seat plastics or anything on. And I probably won't until that new sprocket's on there and the seal too. And plus, I honestly like standing up on it. And when it's in Baja mode, as I call it, you can set your feet right here. The main downside is, believe it or not, when you go through mud or wet grass and shit, and you floor it, and your 2-stroke motor hits the power band and it starts spinning the wheels, your entire backside, like your legs, just get soaked. Owen, when we were riding together, but this was before I found out that sprocket, so the chain wasn't loose, but it was not pleasantly tight. Well, it was tight, but it wasn't tight enough to the point where it's good. But he went down a hill, which is usually pretty muddy, and I was following him as I do. I just decided, I like having fun. I like not really fishtailing it, but, well, it's pretty much just fishtailing it, sliding around corners. So what I do is go ahead and go down the hill and then and slide into the turn. Mud come up here and go, and since there's no fender and my legs right there, it just goes right up on me. I am so glad it is not like a mud bog down there, because otherwise I would have been dripping wet. Though it is very fun. It's taxing to ride it like this, because, I don't use the phone mount actually at all, but it's taxing to ride it like this for me, because I got flat foot, and the best support I can do in Crocs is that little guard, like the grip thing, and I like to stand on it like this, so that doesn't really happen. And when I'm shifting my weight and shit to go around corners, and also see around corners, also when I'm ducking like this to go under branches and shit, most of that's going to my legs and my hands. My hands are fine with it, especially since I got these new grips. My hands do not slide that much, but my legs be holding on for dear life, because they're what's primarily holding me down. I am kind of pulling up on the handlebars usually, but still, it's a workout, especially for my footsies, because then when I'm going downhill and I gotta brake so I don't hit Owen, I gotta move my foot that had the bad foot, so then I don't hit him and hit that brake. And it's definitely a fucking workout, but it's fun. And then I come out and I'm done, and I wonder why the fuck my feet hurt. Also, I guess I'll look at these pads, and they're kind of bad, I will say. I'll just take that out now. Might want to replace those pads. Yeah, definitely gonna want to replace those. That's not okay, but it's fine. I just don't have much space, which is fine. Yeah, that's this video basically. Sprocket's bad. Gonna replace the seal too. Clean up my JB Weld job a little. Might replace the brakes at some point. I do not know. Definitely gonna need to put more Type F oil in it. Should probably tell Meg that before she comes back after work. Gonna get some Type F, blah blah blah. Fill that up, replace the seal. Check to see if it hisses all over the chain. Keep it in Baja mode. Also, another thing, racing my friend Owen on his Polaris. What is it? It's a Owen Dyer. I was racing him on I speak of two Owens when I'm saying Owen. I'll usually say that last name, but he was on a it's like their most like used quad name. There, I forget it. It's a red 500 HL high output. Yeah, I don't know, but basically, one race I raced him. I guess I didn't tighten that enough, the primary clutch, so it felt like my clutch was slipping. I thought it was slipping because I kept losing, and I wasn't even like, when we were doing from launch, I wasn't even really gaining from on him. Like he was passing me off of launch. What should not happen, I should at least be keeping up with him a little bit, and until my power band runs out. So the morning after that, I tightened my primary clutch. Well, I took it off, cleaned off the thing because it's a friction fit or some shit like that. That's dumb, but like, it's better than having a Ridriff key. But I tightened that up and put a decent amount of force on it after I cleaned it, so that it was tight. Later that day, I raced him. I may not have won, but I was ahead by like 2 feet until I reached the peak of my power band, and my RPMs were just at their top. And then he passed me. We were probably going like 45 to 50. But yeah, he passed me. I promise him, once I get a performance pipe and Smart Carb, that is not going to happen. Nuh-uh. Also, I found out since this is a 250, parts are cheaper. So I can get the Smart Carb, I can get the performance exhaust, and I can get clutching, better clutching, and I think there was another thing. It was like a clutch cover, so yeah, I'm getting that. I'm getting a better belt, more grip, and I think the clutch cover it's not this, it's like the clutch in there. It's a lighter weight one that it's just a clutch pretty much that is geared for that, and I asked for it to be good at good top speed and also good with burst of torque. So like you hit the gas and it will spin the tires and shit, but it will engage a little later than this one. So then it's like more torque off the end, because I want to be able to mud with this. I mean, it's probably not the best thing to want to do with a 2-stroke air-cooled quad, but I want to be able to mud with this. I plan to upgrade the fan at some point, but I don't know when I'll do that. But basically, I want to mud with it. So that's why I asked for good low-end torque, like good launch torque. So then if I am stuck, I can let off the gas a little, so then the clutch disengages, and then slam it, and have it so that it will hopefully engage and fucking rip me out of whatever I'm stuck in. And yeah, that. But is that hot? No, that's cool. I haven't been running it much because, I mean, I haven't been riding it. I've just been running it to diagnose it. But Smart Carb, and the Smart Carb is going to do a similar thing. Plus, the Smart Carb and the exhaust, which is going to come with a high flow air intake, is going to allow me to fucking, I don't know, have insane response time with the throttle. Like, instead of it being like well, not meme, but like, instead of it being like after I pull the thing in, it will be like you touch the throttle. Like if I were to do this with it having a load, it will it will, if I do this, it will barely respond and take like half a second. But the Smart Carb and the exhaust are supposed to improve response time, so it's like instant. Like if I hit the gas, it's not gonna take maybe a quarter a second, like 1/6 of a second or something to respond. It's just gonna whip the tires. Also, a nice thing is, I don't know who did this, but this is a 520 chain. Well, I mean, I'm the one that got, well, Meg's the one that got the chain, but Google says these usually run something a little smaller than 520, but that is 520. Both, this is the Owen Brown sprocket too. So they run 520, but that's nice because 520 is able to handle shit tons of torque because it's used on sports bike and shit. Basically, yeah. Also, I've been kind of having a tendency to, on occasion, it's kind of killed my battery borderline, but I like to, after riding it, leave the key on for a little bit. I don't know if you can hear it, but the battery's definitely a little low. But I do have a cable right here that I can plug in to a charger and charge it. And then, oh yeah, man, this is gonna be a long ass video. This shaft is broken. That's why it flops. This shaft isn't. It's gonna be like $90 something to replace that. Well, not the shaft, but like the shaft and the hub. I'm gonna replace the shaft and both hubs. That way it's nice and good. Then I gotta figure out this thing. There's a fill port right there. I'm just gonna fill it to the top with gear oil. And then I gotta get some Polaris OEM something hub oil, which is like a really thin oil, but it's like specially built for those hubs. It's Polaris OEM on-demand hub oil that I need for that, which luckily they still make. They do make oil for that too still, but like that shit's fucking expensive, and Type F is cheaper. I've already gone through, that's the brake fluid actually, but I've already gone through both of the things of Type F because I just did a on-ride refill, because yeah, which isn't smart because that stuff's like $8 a bottle and I'm a little short on money. Yeah, but once that sprocket's on and I've ridden it to confirm it's not leaking from there, and with that new one, and also not stretching the chain out, I plan on putting the fucking plastics on, and unless I get the money for the Smart Carb and exhaust before then. If I do, then the exhaust, the plastics are staying off. Which, I mean, shouldn't get the money for that before then, but I never know. It's gonna be fucking fun though. Once I at least change out the carb and exhaust and air filter with that stuff, and that side stuff, it will be faster than the 500 HO, though that's only gonna push me to 26 horsepower ish. Once after I do that, I can put a big bore kit on it, which is 6 volts, and a high compression head. At the same time, put me at, instead of 26 horsepower with just the exhaust and shit, 36 horsepower. Which right now, this is like 16 to 18 horsepower. So, double it and keep it. And it will go fast, because that's what the clutches are going to be for. Make it go faster, make it better, and make it still be able to tow. But it is going to fucking fly. I'm like 80% sure it will be able to hit 65, and I could probably cruise on the highway with it if it was legal. It's not though. But man, it's gonna be so fucking fun. This video is almost 30 minutes long. This is going on YouTube because it's too fucking long. Yeah, this was supposed to be for Instagram, but it's going on YouTube. So yeah, I guess four-wheeler. YouTube hasn't even seen this four-wheeler yet, only Instagram. It's fun. It's technically Megs, but it's fun. There's a reason I'm not an FPV channel. It's because I have gained some willpower and have been working on this. I've spent like $150 to $200 on it already, and it's not even technically mine right now. It's my stepmom's. It's in her name, but I plan to get it. It's gonna be so fun. Yeah, I guess that I'm not even gonna. I was gonna turn on the lights to show y'all. It's not really dark enough. Yeah, I guess you can tell. That's all. But yeah, that battery is close to dead. For YouTube, this is a 2000 Polaris Explorer 250. It's a fun little quad, that's for sure. Look it up on YouTube. 80% of the videos are just showing how torquey this thing is on low end, and it'll spin tires. Fucking, like, I was going like maybe 15 to 20, 15 to 25 on down the road from my place, or not my place, from my friends to here, and which it's not even that far, but I got curious and hit the gas, and it fucking spun the tires. Yeah, it's fun. Obviously it was on concrete, but my new favorite activity when driving it home or there is going onto the side of the road where it's all sand and letting the tires spin. It's fun. Obviously I'm not passing cars right now because it only goes like, I don't know, 45 to 50 on like a long stretch. It'll reach 45 quick, but it will not reach 50 quick. It's like 50 is like you're cruising at 45, and it will slowly creep there right now. So yeah, I would say I'm gonna replace the shocks, but yeah, right now the shocks do fine, mainly because I stand up on it, whether seat's on or off. I just stand up, so there's no real point on having good shocks, because same as you would do on a dirt bike, you just use your legs as a shock. I mean, the shocks help though. I might change the shocks out come future, but that's not going to be till future. Also, I'm going to have to, when I put the plastics back on the back, I'm going to have to take the battery out. That's the main reason I don't want to do it, because this is like, I mean, those are like annoying to get on and off and tight enough. So, but I mean, I'll do it at some point after I get that stuff on. And obviously not talking about the exhaust and Smart Carb. Smart Carbs are really cool. You should look them up. I think they got a YouTube channel. They're expensive, but they're fucking cool. I really honestly think they should add more four-wheelers to their selection, because right now they're like dirt bikes, more dirt bikes. But you can obviously make a custom carb that will work with your vehicle. Well, give them info about your vehicle and then have them make it for you. I wouldn't mind a sponsor by them, but it would obviously be going on this, and I wouldn't be able to get a proper test, because right now I'm working on this. And also, my channel's, I don't know if it's big enough to even be sponsored. Well, it's probably big enough. It's just, I'm so small, I'm not really going to help reputation. My finger. Yeah. I'll just mention the two things I'm going to put on this, like right after. Put a Smart Carb on it, and then an RCR, Ritter Cycle Racing, I think is their company, but Ritter Cycle Racing exhaust, clutch thing, and high flow air filter. Luckily, Ritter Cycle Racing acknowledges this engine. I wish it was a Explorer 300, but that would have topped at 26 horsepower, maybe. Like 30 would be pushing it with a Explorer 300. But since this shares an engine with a Trail Boss and Trailblazer 250, the racing community accepts it. So I'm happy. Even if it's not its slightly bigger brother, I'm happy. Yeah. Ritter Cycle Racing and Smart Carb, two great companies for two-strokes. I will say, Smart Carb, you should start making more four-wheeler options. I don't want to have to tune. Well, I'm not tuning, y'all are tuning, but still. If you see this, make some more four-wheeler options. I'm not asking for much. Just more four-wheeler options. I think there's like 4 four-wheelers. Well, no, I think y'all got Raptors, but those are 4-stroke. I want 2-stroke four-wheelers. I don't even think y'all got Banshees. We need more 2-stroke quad community options. Less of those 4-strokes. Plus, I think... Oh wait, no, it's already coming equipped. I saw this thing. It was like some dude that does races, like quad races, got lapped or something by a dude on an electric quad because his 4-stroke quad broke down. So he's making instead of building a single 4-stroke quad, well, he's building a single 4-stroke quad, but instead of building it from parts, he's making a like 2-stroke quad that is brand new. I think the thing said like upwards of 80 horsepower. It's gonna be like a 500 2-stroke, and it's coming pre-equipped with a Smart Carb. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, Smart Carb, make some more two-stroke options, please. I don't want to have to, if I start collecting two-strokes, I don't want to have to choose and say what I'm going to do, because honestly, I don't even really know how much I'm going to do to this thing, let alone any other quad I might get. Well, two-stroke quad. Yeah. Smart Carb and Ritter Cycle Racing. Great companies for two-strokes. Smart Carb needs to expand their horizons, and honestly, Ritter Cycle Racing, I've seen some of the options you have for other two-stroke quads. I know they're like the 500s and the liquid cooleds, but y'all do some good shit. Y'all need to start doing more for the smaller quads. Not that y'all need to, because I'm just saying y'all got the materials. Y'all already have the ideas. There's not much of a quad racing community nowadays, but there's a definitely two-stroke quad hobbyist that would love their old utility two-stroke quads to get a new day or some shit. I don't know. I just know my quad's in decent shape. Decent saying as it runs, it can drive, and it runs absolutely beautifully. Runs like it came off the lot, even like though it don't got a choke right now. Yeah, it's nice. I mean, I know I might get stickers when I order my stuff, but Smart Carb sticker and RCR sticker. Placements are open. Alright, yeah, that's this video. My phone is at 1%.